Welcome everybody to the Genesis Mindset. Today we have a very special guest, King Daniel. So King Daniel is going to come and talk to us about Real Chats. So Real Chats is one of his NFT chat applications that he's just launched on the blockchain. And I'm looking forward to this because King Daniel is actually someone that he was one of my first big followers actually. And I was looking at him and watching his content, and I gravitated a lot to his content, the positivity, the gratitude that he was putting out, and I really liked it. So I was really humbled when he followed me, and we've been connecting ever since. And so I'm really excited to have Daniel here presenting his new application. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. So welcome King Daniel. You're on mute again, bro.
I always do this. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning or good afternoon over there. Good morning.
Good morning. It's 11:11. Just hit 11:11 a.m. What time is it for you?
Say again.
What time is it for you?
It's about 8:11 right here.
8:11 p.m. Okay. Saturday night. Okay, so I'm in the future here. So yes, very good, very good. So just to let you know as well, Daniel, your somehow the share screen as well has disappeared. So maybe just get that set up as well.
Yeah, I'll do that when the time comes.
Oh, okay, sweet. All right, so let's get straight into it, man. So yeah, first, I don't know how much people know about you, so just give a little bit of an introduction about yourself and what got you into Pulsechain in the first place.
All right. I'll say good day because we're broadcasting around the world now. Good day, everybody. My name is King Daniel. I'm on Twitter. My Twitter handle is King Daniel the Great. I was born in the western part of Africa. To be precise, I was born in Nigeria, Benin City, Nigeria. I came to America about 25, 26 years ago. Enlisted in the United States Army. About 3 months I was in the States. And I'm a retired combat vet. I did 23 years of active military service. So I've been to all the wars we just had recently. So I kind of joined at the wrong time, all the right time, wherever you take it. But so I'm a retired so far. I got into crypto about 2020, and that's where my crypto journey began. What else? I'm married. I have 3 kids. One of them, she's doing an internship in Harvard right now. She's
wow.
Yeah, she's gonna become a medical doctor.
Wow.
Yeah. The younger one, the next one, a boy, 17 years old, he's going to college this year, August this year. He said he's gonna read computer science, so we'll see how that goes. He's a smart kid though, he's a football player. And the younger one is the last TikTok video I posted. With his girlfriend. He's 15 years old, and he's gonna be was a junior this year. So yeah, that's me, a man with 3 kids.
Nice. Wow, sounds like you're a really good dad. Sounds like your kids are very successful. So congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate that.
And so what is it that got you into Pulsechain? So obviously are you new to cryptocurrency? What got you into Pulsechain?
Yeah, so I've been familiar with cryptocurrency. Sorry, hold on. Let me yell at my family real quick.
It's telling him to keep it down.
Yeah, because I'm in the dining room right now. I didn't use our studio because most times when I'm having streams or when I'm online, my wife, she's working, so I have to step out. So I just moved my whole system to the dining room.
Damn, man.
Yeah. So where was I? So I came in. I mean, I've been around crypto. Let me say per se. My younger brother, my mom's last kid. He's a nerd, a crypto nerd. Let me put that. Oh, actually, a computer nerd. So he's been in blockchain I'll probably say right from day one with Bitcoin. So he knows much about all that. Nobody really listened to him when he was talking. We just like, okay. we didn't really care much what he was doing. He was like another too smart guy for us. I'll probably say I'm the least smartest in my family. So he's been on crypto. He's been doing that. Then my older brother, he's in Australia too with you. Sorry to dox you. I'm very sorry. I think most people know you from there.
I think most people think I'm from Australia or England. England. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he got into Bitcoin too. I think he got into Bitcoin. Bitcoin was about $700 or something like that. And I have another younger one. I have a very large family. He's in Spain. He's a pure DJ. He loves NFTs, anything that has to do with Ethereum. So he got married 2018. To cut the story short, and I gifted him some Ethereum. And I bought him a MacBook for him to use. Him and his wife. So that's obviously I bought Ethereum, so I knew what crypto was. I knew how he walked me through and everything. And that was about 2018. So 2020, I got into full-fledged into crypto. But I was in a centralized exchange. I don't know if you know what eToro is.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was in eToro. You know, eToro, you can mimic people's trade and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, I bought some couple of stocks there. And because I looked at the whole, when I was getting into crypto, I said, okay, Bitcoin is too heavy for me. I wish I bought some then. Bitcoin was too heavy for me. Ethereum, I already bought Ethereum, and Ethereum was I bought Ethereum about between 90 and 190. Those were the average.
Wow.
Yeah. And when it fell during the COVID stuff, it was relatively cheap too, So I bought Ethereum from my brother, and when he was telling me to buy more Ethereum, then Ethereum was about 5 something, going to 6. I was like, no, that's too expensive for me. The next for me, because I was just going down the chat, was Cardano. So I started buying Cardano because Cardano was I started buying Cardano about between 26 to 36 cents, So I bought a lot of Cardano. Was my whole bags I had on eToro. And my kids, they do chores and do stuff at home. I pay them in Cardano. So we kept a ledger of who has what. So one Cardano desktop, it was like 36 cents then. One Cardano was like $1. So if you're gonna wash the car for $15, you get 15 Cardano. So that's how we that's
awesome.
Yeah. So they told me how to sell it. Luckily how I did it. So I still have that my Cardano back. But one of those days, my youngest brother, the one in Spain, he called me up and said, hey, listen to this guy. He's your kind of guy. Because they know I don't really conform to the norms, in the family. I'm I don't want to call myself the rebel, but the guy that wants to do his own thing in his own way, So you're gonna love him. He's your kind of guy, So that's when he introduced me into Richard Hart's video. So I really sat down for weeks, and watched most of his video, and I loved it. Then he was doing outrage marketing and other stuff. So I started buying my Louis Vuittons and Gucci's and stuff like that. Throwing money away pretty much. But I just loved him for that, the way he does his things, what he was saying. And so I had to call my brothers back. I said, hey guys, I think you guys have been doing, from what you're telling me, I think you guys have been doing crypto the wrong way. I think we should pay attention to this guy. And that's how we all became Hexagon. All of us, 4 of us became Hexagons, quote unquote Hexagons. I think I'm probably the only one still like a diehard maximalist kind of deal. Yeah, so that's how I really got in. I sold my Cardano bag. Luckily, that was just pure male luck at the top. And I got into Hex with that. But I bought back my Cardano back when everything was very low. I bought, because that's my first love. And that's actually the bags of my kids, So yeah, that's how I got it to become Hexagon. And since then I've been full-fledged Hexagon.
Nice, man. So just before we get into real chats, I just want to show everyone. So this is HHS. So this is your first token launch on Pulsechain, right? Headhunters.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this is all based on the principles of Hart's law. So just so everybody knows, Daniel has been building on Pulsechain already, and now he's just launched a new product. So whenever you want to come along and bring your real chats up, man, we'll bring that up. Unless there's something you want to talk about with headhunters.
I'll go with I'll start with a website, headhunters website. But a little bit about headhunters is I had the thank you for that. I had the vision, because then I was buying Pulsechain at right about this year into Pulsechain right about $36 for about 1 million Pulsechain, So I mean, it's not that I just love, I have a lot of money and stuff like that. So I was doing like giveaways and stuff like that to promote Pulsechain globally, because I went as far as Indonesia, people in Ghana, Indonesia, people in Africa, Nigeria. I give them, millions of Pulsechains. Sometimes I do it USD on Pulsechain, and most of them were used to using what's it called? What's the other MetaMask copy? Trust Wallet. Most of them were using Trust Wallet, so I had to introduce them how to use MetaMask and put in the RCP code for Pulsechain, and start using Pulsechain. So I was doing that, Then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should create a coin for these people, for these guys, people I knew, so they can have a new coin that I can actually have enough to give away or help them out, or So that's how I came about with HHS. So pretty much I didn't really know what I was doing. The best I knew was for my younger brother that's been in. He's part of the Atropa ecosystem. So if you look at Atropa, I'm not talking about the chat right now. I'm not talking about the integral part, the depth of Atropa. But if you look at Atropa, you see that HHS always mimic Atropa. If Atropa is at 3%, HHS probably be at maybe 3.2% or 2.9%. We always neck to neck with Atropa, because my brother, he's the one that told me what to do, what coins within Atropa's ecosystem that is heavy in liquidity that I can pair to and stuff like that. So he taught me that, and that's why if you look at HHS, I mean, despite the downturn and everything, the bear market and everything, is doing pretty well, and it has very large liquidity compared to the circulating supply of HHS.
Okay. Lovely. All right. Yeah. So you can see here from the 17th of October, then Atropa, where's 17th of October? So essentially, basically mimicking this upward trend that you've got here, same in HHS, and now Atropa's on the down, and so HHS, because it's so heavily liquidity bonded with the different tokens, it's following the same kinds of patterns.
So if you put it on the USD, compare with PLS ratio, you can see the difference in the chat. So this is for Atropa.
So I've only got, let's have a look. So HHS PLS. Here we go.
You see the difference?
Nice. So it's nice and strong. Yeah, I brought this up on a stream before. That's why I've got some here already. Nice.
It's nice and strong. It's just like a straight ladder up. I pretty much love HHS. I know a lot of people don't know much about it, but I think is one of the tokens that you can reckon with within the Pulsechain ecosystem. If you compare the liquidity that it has with the circulatory supply, and most of the people in HHS, about over 50% of them is staked, and in HDZ, which is the incentive token, So, it has a good performance. We just need more people. We nailed Hart's law to the T. We just need to work more on the Metcalfe's law, and which is good. It's a pretty cheap.
I'm gonna have to study your liquidity pools, actually, how you've set it all up. So good on you, man. It's looking very, very clean, very, very good. So okay, awesome.
So do you want me to share my screen so we can look at the chat app?
Okay. Yes, you share your screen. So now Daniel is going to be bringing up real chat. So he's going to share his screen, and you're going to call someone with it, right? You're going to do an actual experiment.
Yeah. I'll try to do that. Let me just do the entire screen. Let me take this bad boy down. You see?
All right, here we go. So now just share the tab. Here we go.
Yeah. So we go with the headhunters, right? So on our headhunters, this is my website. Created the website myself. So there's a little things I need to fix here and there, but I'm still working on it. I'm still updating every day. I just updated this part of it today. So we have the NFT staking. Takes to the NFT staking. If I had NFT on this wallet, or if I connect my wallet right now, it's going to show. Or I don't think I have any NFT on this wallet. So that is for the NFT staking, and we have this token staking too. The same thing, So we can stake HAS, and I have another of my token. It's called the TMT Terminator. That one is the liquidity provider, because I cannot use my military experience in what I'm doing right now. So this provides logistics and liquidity for both tokens, for the HAS and the HDZ, which is the incentive token. It also provides for PHOA, my main coin that I created for. You know what I'm talking about. So I don't want to go into details into that. But yeah, so on our HAS, you can come to the About Us. It tells you everything about HAS. We're still working on this aspect, which is the marketplace. It's a little bit too much. I think I beat a little bit too much what I can chew. So I just have to really take my time and make sure it's done right and done the way I want it to be. So we're still working on the marketplace, because the marketplace is a multi-chain. So right now I have about 6 chains that I'm running, and then we're still on the testnet portion of making sure the indexers and everything is working properly. Yeah, so you come here, it tells you about the NFT chat app, then it tells you about the NFT staking app. So this pretty much, Freedom did this for me.
Freedom77.
Yeah, Freedom77, he did this for me. He's been my friend, great supporter to me. So that's about the About Us. Then the app page, it takes you, you obviously the first the chat app, since it's the newest. So I put it up here. So we have the stake. This link will take you to stake Hex, to stake your Hex if you have Hex. And this is the bridge. All these are everything is updated is being updated too. I don't have to update it. It's just the right address to the right bridge as it gets updated. It takes to the Explorer and the Pulsechain. So whenever I want to do anything, I come through my website, because I know all my links are all the right links. So I have Revoke here, which I like to tell everybody, wherever you connect your wallet to anything, revoke if you have anything that's connected, or if you have any permissions that you've given out. So I always use that revoke too. That's why I put it there. So it's kind of, then it has a social field to it. So we have the crypto bubble. So let me go to the chat app. So I'll go from here. So it's clean. So this is, you can see the real chat. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can see it. Yep.
Okay. So the real chat. So obviously this is the dashboard. The very first thing you have to do is obviously connect your wallet. All right. You can connect your wallet here or here. Doesn't matter. So I'll connect my wallet.
You're doxing your wallets there, bro.
Huh?
You probably don't want to be showing your wallets there, but
that's fine. That's fine. I don't think everybody gonna be trying to, because you have some of the letters here. I don't think anybody can guess the rest of it.
True.
Except they have some.
Come at me anyway. Come at me.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, it's a public wallet anyway. So it's not that I'm sharing any of my passwords or seed phrase or anything. It's a public address. If people want to know what I have, they can go ahead and know. That's their business. It has nothing to do with me. Anyway, this is the dashboard. It's going to tell you what NFTs you have. So all the NFTs I have here is NFTs that I'm giving away. I can pick up any NFT I want and chat with it. So I'm going to pick up the very first one. It's going to come up. So it's going to give me a blank space, since there's nobody I'm chatting with right now. But before I go on, if you want to mint an NFT, you can mint your own NFT here. Right now, is the mint price about $1 million plus. Actually, it's $1 million plus. But I've put out tweets that if people cannot afford it, they can DM, because I want people to have as much NFTs as they can. They can DM me and I'll send their NFTs. So if you want to chat with somebody, I can click on this. Look for search. Let me look for somebody. 599. Start chat with 599. Right. Okay. We have nice in blue here, right? So I can say, hello. Let me see if Nancy Blue is still available.
I wonder, because you sent me an NFT, right? So
yeah, I did.
But then would you know which number I am? So I could.
Since I'm the one that sent you the NFT, I know. I think your number was requested anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know your number. I'm the only one that knows your number really right now. And I try to build the app to have a little bit of anonymity. To be anonymous.
Yep.
I don't want, except you really want to come over here and update your profile. You can tell people who you are. You understand? You can tell people who you are with that. You understand? So I can update my profile. This, this stuff. Put King Daniel location. I don't have to do that. I don't have to put bio, but I can say this is me. Right.
Hey, nice, man. Thank you for that number.
Yeah. Okay, you didn't know.
No.
Yeah, I can put my website here, save changes, like it's updated, so I go back to chat, I should have my pop up here. Let me refresh it. You see this right here?
Yep.
Yeah, pops up, that tells you it's me. So whoever I'm chatting right now, so let me tell the person to update the profile. So when you want to chat with somebody, you can click back on that person. I can say, can you please update your profile?
Okay, so just a few things there. So I can see you can actually talk to people as well, like voice talk.
Okay, yeah. So for right now, we only have chats, group chats, the whole group. This is everybody, really. Everybody. If you want to chat with everybody that has an NFT, you can chat here, right? We have that, and we have one-on-one chats, right? So the next upgrade is going to be, you see the voice calling, it says coming soon.
Yep.
We should be able to do voice calling. We should be able to do video calling, right? And over here, I'm going to add quote unquote another private group chat. So it's not just everybody group, it's going to be a private group. So now I can click on here and select who I want to have a chat with or have a video call with. So who is the initiator of the the private group is going to have the video on him. You understand? So we can talk. It's going to be like the space, the Twitter space that we normally have, but this will be a video. And another upgrade I'm going to add on the because right now we have real chat, right? The end product is going to be real talk, not real chats.
Okay.
You understand? So because then you can talk and video with each other. You can do a private group. And what I'm going to add to it too is somebody's like saying what you like in the group chat. You should be able to click on that NFT and send a tip in PLS to that person. So you should be able to tip too. I'm going to add that too. So that one, we're working on that already. We're working on that on the test net. So once we're done with that, all we have to do is move it to the mainnet. It's still going to be the same NFTs. All I have to do is update the NFT metadata from real chats to real talk, and that's it. Whatever NFTs you have is going to automatically update wherever you are.
Okay, so a few questions now about it. So what's your main intention? What's the design, like, yeah, what's your goal for this particular chat? What are you hoping to achieve with this
So
application?
the reason why I have this, funny enough, the reason why I have this application, because I'm a funny guy. So I was with, I know they're gonna get mad over that, over this. I was with Tangang. You know, I was on one of their, should I call it members? You know, space, and somebody came in and they were talking about the Tank phone. And I said, oh, let me take a look at it. You understand? And they were like, oh, go buy, go buy, go buy. So, you know, my community loves me. So I just sent out a Telegram message to my community and say, hey guys, any of you have a spare Tank app stuff?
Tank Talk.
Yeah, Tank Talk. And they were like, yeah, somebody sent me one. So I looked into it. So I don't know if it has changed since then, but then you could just do, it was just a group chat, really. Everybody was just talking. So I was like, you know what, I can do this, you know. So I jokingly said, hey, yeah, I can do this. This is easy, you know. And they were like, oh, this is the next degree of intelligence and stuff, like, oh, this is so big, you know. No, I said, I think so. Jokingly, that's how I started. It was a joke. And when I looked into it, because I'm the guy that if anybody can do it, I can do it. You know, maybe it may cost me money, but I'm a guy of conviction and determination. So that's how I really jumped into it. So when I started looking at it, I was like, you know what, let me make something that, you know, is similar to other real messaging apps like Signal, WhatsApp, and the other ones, MS Teams. So I was really using MS Teams as a prototype, as gearing my prototype towards MS Teams, and that's what I was doing. So at the end of the day, I really wanted to be more of a collaborative tool for we to use. You know, we can pull up chats, we can have trading view, we can have go pause, and anything that we can get into information in just one place. That if we're talking, we don't have to go through, you know, through different tabs. You know, pull up the screen. We can, you know, we can chat over there and pull up screen over there and stuff. So that's where I was gearing the whole stuff into. I didn't want it to take too much time since I can have upgrade. I said, let me bring out what I have done so far. And that's how I started from here. There's still going to be a lot of upgrades coming. You know, you're going to have your Canada notifications and stuff, emails and stuff like that. So it's something a little bit bigger than what I'm doing. Somebody asked if it's similar to Tank Talk Wireless. I wouldn't say it's similar. It's entirely different. I know they got mad at me that, oh, I copied or I fucked it, but there's no way I can copy and fuck something that has no code. So I built it from scratch. I have nothing. I used Tank Wireless once. I never used it. I don't know if they have upgrades now, if they have voice or video. I don't know. I really don't know, you know. So I just created, ever since I started my creation, I haven't really looked back. But what I was using was MS Teams. And even the team that I used to build this is more of like an MS Teams, more of a collaborative app.
And so what about, so one of the things that I'm personally concerned about a lot with all these chat things is like MSN, not MSN, Facebook Messenger. I know like Meta's collecting all your data.
Yeah.
Even Telegram I thought was safe, but Telegram, they collect your data. So like nothing is
Signal. I think so.
Even Signal, man, I'm like skeptical of Signal. I thought Signal was supposed to be like purely private, and then I looked into it some more, and it's like, oh, it actually is not a 100% private. Like they're built, like government agencies are built backdoors into
I think they can request a backdoor, because I know during the Iran revolution and stuff like that, they were saying something about Signal. The government's trying to, like, you know, force the hands of Signals to submit them data of their citizens and stuff like that. If that happened, I don't know if it still happen. But what I'm doing right now is still a P2P. You understand? If you see that, if you leave the chat app, it still stores data. It stores data in your computer, and little by little. Yes, and so it breaks data to different computers. So it's gonna be hard for everybody to bring that data together, except they can hack into your computer. You understand? That's one part of it. And the second part of it too is the authentication. I'm using an NFT. So maybe at this time that I'm giving out free NFT, maybe one government agency that I don't know can, oh, I love your app, and retweet and blah, 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 and post the address, then I send them then they can probably know what we're talking in the group chat. But if you're doing a one-on-one or doing a private chat, so there's no way, because they're not part of that chat. You understand what I'm saying? So is that the authentication, the Web3 authentication is my biggest selling point on it. You understand? You have to have the NFT. Well, can the government infiltrate anything that we're doing? We talk on X all day. We talk on Twitter all day. So if the government want to listen to us, they'll listen to us. I'm more of a, I know people are real skeptic and scared. The government are people just like us too. Regime changes, I call it regime. Administration changes every 4 years. You understand? I was in the military for 23 years. I mean, I rose up to the rank that I had responsibility up to the point that, I would even be scared to go to any country that is not friendly with America. I'm not saying Russia is not friendly with America, but I would be skeptic right now with everything going to Russia, because our military, once, if they have our data or who was in the military or whatever, which they probably do, and they scan my passport, they can, I can pop up as like, okay, he has military background, he has military training, and that's all they need to know, So, I kind of try to tell people, don't fear too much, you understand? Because when you now you have the problem of the fear itself, you understand? But I'm not saying you shouldn't be cautious or you shouldn't be look at what you're doing. You should do that, but don't do it out of fear. Or live your life. What's the freedom if you're living in fear? You understand? That's why I don't hide my identity. If you want to know my address, people are like, oh, you had your vehicle when you took a picture, or you had your vehicle, maybe I'm standing by my vehicle, you have your license plate showing. Oh, well, you can go to the DMV and get my license plate. If you want to get me, you can get me. It's America. You understand? If the government wants to come get me right now from my house, they cannot come. My information is out there. So I'm not really too scared about that, but I'm cautious of what I do sometimes. I'm not going to grab my whole family and go get 2 acres somewhere in unknown land and, drink off the freaking lake and, because I don't want the government to know my identity. I'm not there. I'm living a free life. I know some people will not agree with that, but that's just my perspective. But am I going to use that into what I'm doing? No, that's why I'm into crypto. That's why I'm into crypto, for that, for that protection. Actually, you understand that, it's transparent, but I still have my own protected rights. You understand? It's something that I don't think they can look into the blockchain and say, oh, you own this address. You understand? It's just a blockchain. It's a computer software. It's a computer code. It has nothing to do with me. If you have the keys to my MetaMask right now you own a piece of that property. You understand? But apart from that, I still own it. I control it. Let me put it that way. You understand? And that's what the keys are for. The keys are just to open the door. If I give you my seed phrase, the moment I give you the seed phrase, you own that property. You understand that? Mm-hmm. It's not that, oh, he stole my property. No, you gave him your property by giving him your seed phrase. So I try not to yeah, I'm married, guys, so I don't have to go out.
It's actually a Sunday morning here as well, so hey man, who's the lame one? The one who comes on to tell everyone that they're lame, or the one who's just sitting here chilling and enjoying themselves? So I think there's person even needs to get a life, and it's not like that. Yeah, but I think one thing about real chats, I totally get your point about the privacy and we shouldn't fear things, but I think that can be a real powerful selling point for the application if it can ensure a level of privacy, because people, especially in crypto, they really value that. People want the anonymity and the privacy. So I think if you can really ensure those things, then it's very, very powerful. It'll be very, very powerful.
Yeah, somebody shot me a message and said, why is this still showing NFT? I said, because I want you to be anonymous. I don't want to put your name there. If you update your profile, if I'm talking to you one-on-one, I can see your profile. I know it's you. You put that information for me to know. But you understand, on the dashboard, it should be NFT 1 talking to NFT 2. It's two NFTs talking, not Steven talking to Daniel. You got me?
Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to share about Real Chats?
Not really. I think we went through everything. I know I can send a video. I can send like I love this which I had video, so I always
born
use
broke family. You know, my dad.
So you can send a video, a video message. Or should I call it a video file?
Okay. Yep.
It takes a little bit of time because of the weight of the file. You understand? You can play it this time. Am I presenting right now? No, I don't think so. Am I? Am I presenting?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you can show the video. You can send voice messages like, "Hello, how you doing? My name is King Daniel."
Okay.
And you can do that. You can send emojis. You know. So I don't know. I don't think. I'm not trying to total shit, but I don't think Tank Tuck has all this, but it's okay. Yeah. So you can do all that. What else? That's it really for the chat for right now. Every other thing that's coming is gonna be upgrade. It's gonna be the Real Talk app. And I'm gonna do a lot of giveaway to my PHOA holders. Actually, I'm gonna give everybody that has enough. I think I have like 2.5 billion right now and above. I'm gonna send them NFTs, and hopefully I get to my incentive token holders too, and I'm gonna send them the NFTs too. So it's more of a community affair to me. I built up my ecosystem pretty much. Really, it's just full of giveaways. You know, in order to earn the incentive token, the HGZ token, you know, I gave away about 1,300 NFTs to the HHS holders, and when they stake those NFTs, that's how they get HDZ. They pretty much didn't have to do anything but just to hold HAS, and that's how I build my community. People can say, "Oh yeah, how did you do that?" I don't know. It's by the grace of God. You know, I bought most of their Trooper coins when they were a little bit low, and those are what I use to provide my liquidity. And I, added more PLS and PLSX and Hex to just liquidity, and it has worked so fine for me ever since. And to God be the glory. I didn't even believe I could do this much with these tokens and with the whole ecosystem. Everybody in my community is happy. We're not out there, making, waves and calling, being toxic and all the stuff, that was one thing. We just have to be concentrating and know what we're doing, because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do, this is more like an experiment. Let me put it that way. That I'm doing right now, and it depends on how successful the whole ecosystem is. You understand, the whole Pulsechain ecosystem is. This is what I want to take back to Africa, and we can use that, to introduce Pulsechain, the whole ecosystem into that. You understand, Hex is a very good tool that can be used back home, because they're already doing something similar already. But now I'm introducing the blockchain. So if I can speak to my 83-year-old mom that's been doing something similar to Hex, but in the physical world, I could easily explain to her, and she was she was blown away. She told me to promise her I was going to do, which I did, do a 555 stake for her, for her grandkids, my kids. So that was so easy to do. So she's a Hex lover too, and this is an 83. I mean, she's a very strong woman. You won't tell from her voice that she's 83. She still have up to 3 phones. So she can send me WhatsApp messages with all those all those links of people doing different videos telling you this medication is good and all that stuff. So she knows a little bit at that age. So I think it's something that's useful in Africa, Hex especially.
I would love to talk about this, because we have spoken about this in DMs a long time ago, but I'd love to talk about what your plans are there. So obviously you've got your own family there, but do you have plans there to, how do you, because for me, that's where it needs to be more than anywhere. If cryptocurrency is really going to succeed, if the technology of the blockchain is going to succeed, it really needs to infiltrate every part of society. And that includes the third world countries more than anything, because at the moment, they're really left behind in this current financial system. What kind of plans do you have to actually bring this into, well, starting with your place of birth?
Yeah.
What's your plans there?
So really, that's why I said I used my ecosystem as an experiment. I went all the way to like Ghana, Indonesia, to talk to people. You know, I was very active on Telegram then. You know, so on Twitter too. You know, but the only way I could really break through to them, you know, was to give them something free. It's like a coupon. Yes, you know, you get a Walmart coupon or you get a Target coupon. You know, then back when I was young, we used to use coupon a lot, me and my wife, you know, but we bought more things from that store, you know. So it's like a coupon system, and that's what I did pretty much. I have to give them something, maybe of a low, not too much of a high value to me or low value to me, or something I created that is almost free for me because I'm using the blockchain technology, and you know, and they get something in return by something they can transact with, or something they can test, or something they can see. So if you have got HHS for like 0.0003 cents, right now is about 0.09 cents. You know, that's like almost a 30x right there. You understand? So if you watch your money grow, meanwhile the money the government is giving you is declining, which are you going to try to use? You got me? When I came to the States, it was about $47. I mean, 47 naira to $1 then. You know, it rose up to about 80 something, you know. But now it's about 1,000. Last time I checked was about 1,490. Of their currency over there to $1. You know what I'm saying? So the currency is decaying. So is another form of economical energy that I'm providing to them that they can use. And I know my country. It's not that they don't know about crypto already. They're very vast in crypto. If you look at the data usage within crypto, Nigeria is the third country in the world. You know, they know about Bitcoin, but these are all like heavy, and Bitcoin is doing a lot of things in Africa too. Bitcoin miners, they're doing a lot of things in Africa. So we need to bring this back, Pulsechain especially. We need to bring it back to Africa because of the low fees, it's faster, it's more efficient, and it's new. I mean, if you want to get into Ethereum, you know, don't be a dum-dum like me that saw it at $90 and then buy enough for himself, you understand? So now is the time, you know. I know people are fronting on builders on Pulsechain. When else do we have to build on Pulsechain? This is the time to build. I'm sorry, guys. I'm smart enough to know this is the time I need to build on Pulsechain. This is the time I need to provide liquidity because to me, it's dead cheap right now. If I'm going to give away of Pulsechain, you know, it's real dead cheap. It's not that I'm rich. I'm not that rich, you know. I just love to make the world a better place. That's my vision, and that's my blessing too. I will never lack, and I know that already. It's just a trick anybody can use, really. If you give and make other people smile and make people happy, that's my whole joy. You know, so I don't need any other thing to, you know. Every other thing is just vanity. Mostly, I'll probably be somewhere in the little room, you know, with little. I'm a minimalistic person, but I do this, you know, because in order for people to follow you, you have to show them. You have to be charismatic. You have to show them. You know, you can't say I'm going to give you wealth when you don't show wealth. If you are, I think Richard had made it.
Yeah, totally.
And that's what we're doing, and that's how we can motivate people to do what we're doing. You know, it's not like, oh, I want to wear Louis Vuitton or, you know, have a Louis Vuitton bag. No, all those things, you know, is just for people to see that, okay, he's doing well, he's happy, you know. But my happiness really comes from helping people, and that's what I really want to do.
That's beautiful, man. And yeah, there's two things there. I mean, one, the positivity and the gratitude that you feel just by giving it to the world. But I think even the more profound part of gratitude that I think that's taken me a long time to learn is as you actually give to the world gives back to you tenfold.
Yeah,
so
tenfold, yeah.
Gratitude, it just comes back to you. I never understood that principle. I just thought gratitude was about like, oh, I'm going to pretend like I'm happy, pretend like I'm grateful. But no, it's really like you give gratitude, the world gives it back.
It's nothing you can, but you know, in the army, we used to say fake motivation turns to real motivation. You know, you wake up early in the morning, you're all tired, you know, somebody goes out there screaming and dancing and doing everything. Everybody get motivated at the end of the day. Yeah, that's same with gratitude too. But if you are so down that you don't feel like, you know, you hit the wall and stuff like that, listen to our affirmation music. Listen to music. It will start forming that brain. You understand? To be grateful for what you have. Look at what you have. Look at people around. Look at yourself in the mirror. You know, hey, damn, I'm so dark and nice looking. You know, I got white teeth. You know, stuff like that. You know, sometimes I look at myself. I'm like, damn, you're so handsome. You know, you have to talk to yourself. You have to give yourself that back. You understand? Because you cannot make other people happy if you ain't happy.
Totally.
You cannot give money if you're not rich. So I don't care if it's your last dollar that you gave. It shows how rich you are. People don't understand that, you know. But, you know, so when I start looking at going through the spiritual aspect, you understand, because I'm a little bit spiritual, I started reading the Bible about Jesus Christ, you understand, what he preaches and everything. He talked about the 10 lepers. Only one came back. Only one came back. So you should expect that. You understand? Expect that you should pretty much have no expectation from people.
Yeah, that's the key.
You know? So you should know, you know, out of 10, maybe one will be grateful. If one is grateful, you know you're doing the right thing. You know, so he preached about stuff like that. So we have to take that. He preached about the sowing of the seed, like he sowed some on the fertile soil, sowed some within the weeds, and sowed some within the tongues and stuff like that. You understand? The rest of them died, except the ones in the fertile. So now, as a person, you really have to really have the discernment to know who to invest on, who to give to, because some people, you don't want their karma. You let them have their karma and walk away. But that is only you have to have the spirit, the understanding, like, okay, who do I need to give to? Who needs it? You understand? It's not about giving money. It's not about money all the time. You understand? Advice, you understand? Being there when they're down, you understand? And, you know, just opening the door, you know, telling somebody you look great. You know, make sure they look great too. Lie to people, that's what I'm saying, you know. Be honest, you know. But if you look at somebody, you will see up to 3 or 4 things that is positive to tell them about. You know, if you can't tell them about there's a great day, you understand? Stop, just something positive. It makes people's life better. I have never smiled at anybody that didn't smile back to me. If they don't smile back to you, I'm gonna walk away like, okay, well, something's wrong with that one. You understand? But people do, you know, reciprocate things that you give them. And that's how I always preach to people about. It's not that sometimes me doing it, sometimes it's not that I don't get low. Sometimes, yeah, you can catch me on my low moment, you know, and I could spill that negative word out, you understand? Because I'm human.
We're all like that, man. Yeah, it's really just about, I mean, there's something so contagious about walking past someone and they smile at you for no reason, and then you just can't help but smile back. It's like a beautiful moment, and that's how we should be living as humans. It just like children, just open-hearted, open-minded, accepting everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we start to take pictures into our mind of the world that we're living in, and then we start to live inside of this picture world and separate myself from the world and all the negative thinking in there, thinking that I'm right. It's really like, for me, it's one of the biggest diseases on the planet.
Yeah.
This human mind, actually, the self-centeredness, the greed.
Yeah.
So yeah, really learning how to, even just the simple things, man, like how you're saying, wake up in the morning. One thing that I say every morning is, I'm happy. As soon as I wake up, open my eyes, I'm happy. And I get up and I start like that. If you get up, Spencer talks about this a lot. If you get up, you go on your phone straight away, and then you go to social media, and it's all negative. The first impressions of your brain in that day, it's actually scientifically proven, will set the mood for your day.
Yeah. So that's what I really started, because I was very, very bad. First thing I do is wake up. So what I do right now, wake up, you know, go downstairs, let the dogs out, you know, go turn off my pool, because I let the pool run through the night, because it's free energy for us. Turn off the pool, you know, then I sit down and I do my meditation. When I'm doing my meditation, the sun is coming out, then the light and everything start coming out. Then, so I receive that morning light. So whatever I meditate on, whatever I do, if it's something I think I need to write about, then I'll send a tweet out. That's the time I take my phone, you know, and do a tweet. Sometimes I want to meditate quietly. It depends on just depends on how I woke up. Or sometimes I just want to have affirmation playing in my ears, and I respond to that and I recite whatever they're saying back. You know, so I do that. At the beginning, it was funny for me to say like, oh man, a strong macho man like you is just sitting down, doing Zen thing. It's funny, but it really works. It helped me a lot. Sometimes I won't drive away. I go to my park. I have a community park that I go to. I still have a gym membership that I have never been to for months, if not even going to a year now. But because I love the park, it's open, breeze, it's fresh. I'm out with the universe. You understand? I see people that early morning walking around. We wave at each other. Hi. See dogs sometimes walking around and stuff like that. And I just chill. I'm at that park. I have to do my pull-ups. I have to do my push-ups. I have to do everything because they have a little equipment and outside equipment in there that we can use. So when I'm there already, I have to knock out those exercises. I have no excuse then. Do my meditation, do that exercise. So I spend up to 2 hours there sometimes. On my way back, I get myself coffee for the wifey. So she's happy. By then, when I get home, she's already made the tea because we're very big in tea, in herbal tea. And she gauge what tea she makes me buy my mood that morning too. If I'm too happy, she probably give me a tea that will calm me down. Yeah, sometimes she's like, okay, you're getting too excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that. And I even love that you talk about, you do your gym and your workouts in the morning as well as your meditation. I think it's really, whenever we talk about meditation, there's a lot of preconceived ideas about it. Like, oh, what is meditation? Or I'm a guy, I don't need meditation. But the suicide rate for men is huge. It's way more than women because we don't know how to control our mind. Our mind controls us. Yeah. And we all go to the gym.
The COVID period made everything worse.
Bro, in Australia is one of the best countries in the world to live. We have like amazing conditions for school, medicine, work, public infrastructure. It's a great place in the world to live. In Australia during COVID, I was doing some research. Meditation was the most searched per capita in Australia. I was shocked. I was like, we're supposed to be some of the happiest go lucky people, but we're happy go lucky because we're living a life full of distractions and entertainment. But when the distractions and entertainment stop, we're left with nothing but our thoughts. And that time is going to come. There's going to come a time in your life where I can't move my body anymore. I'll be in a wheelchair. I can't get up and just go to the movies. I'm going to have to rely on somebody to wipe my ass. And guess what? Your mind that you haven't dealt with for your whole life, you're going to suffer with it there. So I'm so big on like, please take care of your mind now. Like, you go to the gym, take care of your body. Why aren't we taking care of our mind? It should be one of the first. You take care of all of them. Eat right, exercise every day, meditate every day, and live a fulfilled life and give and be happy. We have to do all those 4 things and your whole life will transform.
Yes. I actually read a phrase today that says, your stomach will tell you when it's empty, but your brain will not tell you when it's empty. So you have to feed your brain properly with the proper nutrients too, which is positive thinking. So you have to really. I know because I retired from the army. I'm not ashamed of it. We all get diagnosed with PTSD. After fighting how many wars? I went to 7 combat tours, so that's enough to. Give person that that what you want to call it, but that's the only way. When I retired and I didn't have a plan, I said I'm going to retire and rest. No, you're not going to go from a full force and just do a cold turkey. That was the worst plan I ever had. So now I woke up the next day, I don't have anywhere to go. I have nobody but myself. There's nobody to even call. All my mates are still at work. Most of them just even started work. So I have to stay by myself. I have to deal with myself. I have to deal. That is the strangest thing that will ever happen to you. You by yourself and nothing else. You have all the time in the world to do whatever you want to do. So I was just there. I had to find something to do. And that's when I started looking for something to occupy my brain because my brain was running haywire, And I'm a guy that has to have a project going on, have to have something going on, So I started doing meditations. I have pulling back, teaching myself how to rest, and teaching myself how to, say no to some things. When the devil comes, you have to tell them, hey, pack your bags and go, bro. You're not here. I'm not ready for you. You have to learn how to cut that. Use your scissors to cut. Mentally, cut it off. And say, hey, I don't want to deal with that. You have to learn how to take that pause and think about things through. And sometimes you realize time heals. Time heals. When you take that pause, you may even see the other person's perspective. And you say, you know what, think, because you have that time to think, and I used to be very, very proud of that, but I thank God that I'm way, 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 way better that, people can see it in me, and, my kids can see it in me, my wife can see it in me. And they probably attribute it to hex and posture. We're still done.
The mental scissors that you said, I love that analogy. So even with this comment here, right? What happened here? I feel like I failed in that personally. I shouldn't even have. I looked at that and like, there's a part of me that wanted to react to that. Yeah. And I should have cut it. I mean, if in my own life, I've done this also to other people. I've gone into their streams and been like, "Oh, you guys are here on a Saturday night doing this." I've done that as well. So who am I? I've failed. I shouldn't even have judged or made a joke out of it. And I hope he's happy. I hope he's going out on a Saturday night and he's actually enjoying himself.
Yeah, that's why I told him I have my wife upstairs. So I don't really go out.
He's probably right. I need to take that advice, to be honest. I need to get out.
Sometimes we really have to go out. You really have to, leave things and go interact with people. And that's one thing. The internet, technology, our phones and everything. It was supposed to bring us together. Facebook, and all the stuff. It was supposed to bring people together. But what is it doing right now? It's separating people. Because I'm on the phone. My son is on the phone. My daughter is on the phone. We sit down, want to eat dinner. Everybody's on their phone unknowingly. So sometimes you have to look up like, what the heck? Hey, put your phone in the middle. I'll be the first one to put my phone in the middle. Everybody put their phone in the middle, and we sit down and chat and eat and have a nice meal. If not that, we're just gonna eat, and one of them gonna be like, "Hey, Daddy, I'm done now. Can I go up to my room?" Excuse himself, and the other one goes, and the other one goes. So now we force ourselves to sit down, and talk, interact with each other, Then my wife goes and bring the melon or whatever, watermelon, and we get that. Before we already planned all that. We're going to the pool next, Then we all run to the pool. Go bring the boombox, We bring the boombox out. We play music, Others, hey, you guys want to, oh, my friend is here. Hey, come join. You want pizza? So then the party just starts, especially on the weekends. You have to start doing that. You have to start getting yourself into habits. If you don't have to go out to go meet friends, you have a family with you. If you have a family, then start with that, and you can from there go out. That's the only reason why we go out sometimes to eat, because we cook at home. We're one of the natural, organic kind of people, but we do that just to go interact with people. Really. Have
you heard of the blue zones? Have you heard of this concept?
Yeah,
blue zones?
I watched the movie.
You've seen the movie.
Yeah, I saw the movie. Yeah, I saw it once. My wife probably has seen that movie like 2 or 3 times because she loves stuff like that.
It's fascinating, right? The thing that helps them live the longest, the most, is community.
Community, yeah.
Fascinating. Yeah. It's actually scientifically proven to help humans live longer. Yeah. So we need each other. We need each other. We need
with each other. Yeah. Walking down, that stairs away to the next, and you see all of them, the 80s, 90s, they're strong,
Yeah.
And that's why my mom couldn't stay. She tried. She stayed 2 years in States, understand? But she couldn't stay that long, and she went back home because she's a community person. She's their mom over there, so she needs that. People always come to her, she can give birth to a kid, she knows how to do traditional medicines and stuff like that. So she gives advice to people and stuff like that, to women. Actually she came, I was still young then, we were still newly married. She came to really help my wife, to show my wife how to be a mom or how to be a wife too. It's just part of our tradition. It's just community.
I love it. Yeah. It's something that we really lack in the Western world, I think. you know, oh, here's my house, here's my fence, don't come on my property. It's a very different dynamic in a lot of other countries like the West. It's very, yeah, in some ways we've got a lot of things right, and in some ways we've got a lot of things wrong. There's a lot of improvement to be made. So
so I really enjoy your post. I think I think you're doing more of the positive things now. I'm like, okay, that's great. I mean, kudos to you. Kudos for taking that that approach. We need it. We really need it in the community.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. Sometimes I know. Sometimes you get some people that control, or people talk crap and stuff like that. You know. Sometimes you really want to say how you feel. You know. But you know, you try to put it aside, you know, and go to that positive route, you know, tell people, you know, you can tell people in a positive manner that, you know, you messed up, but, you know, in a positive way, you know, be tactful when you're saying that, you know, give compliment to people, let people know they're doing good. Because some people need that, you know, some people, I need that. If you tell me, my wife will tell you that, if you tell me how good I am doing what I'm doing, dude, I'll freaking...
People love that, man. People love it.
Incredible hug. I would try to put the word on my shoulder. You understand? Because it's just I'm the guy that needs compliment. You know, I'm the guy that needs reassurance. Everybody does. I don't care who you are. You understand? You just got to keep on that positive reassurance.
And there's almost like, I mean, well, first of all, you inspired me to do that. To be honest, because literally every day when I woke up, because I kept watching and looking at your tweets and like really reading them. So every day the Twitter gives me that, and I'm like, you know what? I love this. I love waking up in the morning, getting my. It's probably not a good, like for me. It comes up in my morning. It's a first thing. So I'm going to start doing this as well. Hopefully people appreciate it, because really trying to spread that positivity.
Yeah.
Because even like I get trolls in my comments and stuff, and it's hard. It's like I'm trying not to hurt anyone here. I'm like very delicate about how I'm presenting the information that I'm presenting, but they still troll. And then some people have come and like attacked them, and I've also felt like attacking them as well. But I'm just like, man, okay, so what? From a compassionate perspective, there's something about this person that he's so dissatisfied with something in his life that he feels the need to go into somebody else's thing and try and make them feel like shit. There's something wrong with him and his mind. So really, we should be like, more compassion in some way. But it is challenging, because some of the things are like this. It's hurtful to your pride, you know. But it's just like, the pride, just keep throwing it away. So,
I mean, this damn age, a lot of people just see the internet as somewhere they can, you know, spew their hatred and spew.
That's right.
Yeah, that's all they see the internet is for, you know. And they don't know on the other side they communicate with somebody. You understand? And so sometimes you can discern that from where people are, the way they write, and they just want to be stupid, or they just want to put out hate. You can look into their profile and you see they have 2 followers. That's why you use the blog. That's why you use them. I didn't really like blocking people, because I didn't want to. You know, I believe in that freedom of speech, no censorship. After a while, like, no, I don't think this freedom is that free. You know. Some people pay the sacrifice for it, you know. So I click on that and block you and mute. I started muting a lot. Then after, when I went straight to blocking, and I blocked all those guys out. You know, I started even blocking people when you have some symbols, when you have some logos. I don't care. Okay, he's part of this group, man. You know, but you know, later on I started realizing that in those groups too, they are good people. That real mean good for the world too, or real mean good for posting too. Let me just posting to be specific. You understand? Not everybody is really bad. Some people and I think that period I started writing about, the code doesn't care. You know, the contract doesn't care. Posture doesn't care if you white, black, yellow, purple. Or, you know, Posture don't care if you come from Australia. They don't. The code doesn't care. The liquidity you provide is still going to give you the same fees, and does not discriminate. You understand? You know, it's transparent, you know. So really, whatever you have in your wallet does not matter. Really. It's just another bunch of numbers you have in your wallet. You know, there's what you have in your head and what you have, you know, what you give out to the world that really matters.
And they really believe that they're coming from a good place. So I really admire them and respect them for that. And they're very principled people. They really follow their principle. They attack people based on what they think is wrong. So I really admire and respect them for that, because it's not easy to do that continuously.
Yeah, some of them, there's some of them, if we talk about the means and stuff like that, yes, some of them have means, but when I don't really want to go into that. When your foundation is built on, being egoistic, being, toxic, discriminating, pulling out hate. That's how the kingdom of the devil or Satan suffer. Because guess what's going to happen? You guys are going to implode. Because guess what? Now you have a lot of people that have those. Now you want to communicate. How are you going to communicate with each other?
Attracting more people like that.
Yeah, when you start communicating with each other, when you start growing, when you start getting bigger than yourself, you start realizing now we're going to have a little sect. You're going to have, we had that in Hex. We had pure blood. We had a pure blood group in the Hex. Like, dude, yes, you know what pure blood means? Like, I don't understand. You understand? That's not the right word. You can use something like, true, I don't know, true Hexicans or whatever. Well, using that word alone, just spill out hatred, just spill out, racism, spill out discrimination. You understand? So you don't want to be part of stuff like that. You understand? Because if that's the foundation of whatever you build, it's going to implode. So we need to be very careful. You understand? Because guess what? What you give out, that's what you're going to get.
100%, man.
It's karma. I'm not in control of that. God is in control of that. So they have to be mindful of things that they do. It's all joke. It's just joke. It's all joke. It's just joke. No, it's reality, because you're hurting people. They went out fast of doing some stupid things about my kids. I'm like, what the heck, man? You don't have to go into that. Have my kids goes and do stuff like that. That's like hateful.
And it's like I know that I can't control that. So what I can control is I can control what I'm putting out. That's why when I did, one of my friends suggested the Atropa movement. And so I thought, okay, let's do that. And then really try to put out, okay, what is the mindset that we want to have as a community and that we want to project out as like as an ethos in all of Pulsechain? Because it's not just about the Atropa ecosystem. It's really about that mindset that we should have just in general and just on Pulsechain and really projecting that out. So I want to just keep putting that out. And I'm having so much fun with it. And getting
I watched that Atropa movement, and I'll probably have to go back. I know you had two people. You had Sonny and someone else on there too.
Crypto Charla. So that was Maddie.
Yeah, I don't really know him that much, but yeah, boy, that was very interesting. I love that. When you start, I love when you were giving out the motivational side, the positive side of it. I loved it, and I was just like, you're good on stream. I'll give you that. And another good thing you do when you're doing your presentation, dude, is a killer. Maybe it's because of my military background, because that's how we really give by presenting, that when you're doing like with top exec or with higher ranking, it's just they call us PowerPoint warriors. So I'm very good at PowerPoint.
Nice, man. I can hear it. It's not too loud.
Yeah, so that was very great. And just keep on. Yeah, you're good with it. I thought about sometimes should I have my own YouTube? Now it's like I don't think I can handle it. You guys that do it.
I love it, man. I love it, and yeah, I just do it because I love to share and I love to learn and I want to help people, and it's really touching because I do it with no expectations, but the amount of people that really want to help me back, I'm like, whoa, I'm like really surprised. Like people reaching out to me saying how much they love my content, how much they love what I'm putting out. And it's like, it really warms my heart. It gives me the inspiration to keep, to do it even more, It's really nice. And that's what.
And I appreciate you having me on. I had top influencers within the ecosystem, within Pulsechain, that I was supposed to have streamed with them. I had like 2 days ago, and and they all bailed out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they all bailed out. They're scared. They're scared of public humiliation. Or if I align with this guy, some group of people are gonna hate me. And I said, Yeah, thank you for your time. I mean, thank you for letting me know how you feel. And I didn't take it against any of them. There's no reason for me. But that's what I'm saying. That's not the way to live. You shouldn't live. You should have no reason to live under fear, especially about somebody else that just like you, that wear pants like you. Not me. I don't care who the person is. Understand? But what I told the person too is that, yeah, you can think. I think they probably gave me more compliment than they're thinking, oh, they're doing me wrong or doing something, or the situation is wrong, it's not favoring me. No, because sometimes to measure a man's strength, you got to look at his enemies. Yeah, so if people are scared of one man like me, dude, I give myself some kudos, like, dude, you're doing the right thing. You gotta have haters. You have to. If you don't have haters, you're doing the wrong thing, brother. If people are gonna say, let them talk. They watch you grow. You gotta have people. You have to have spectators to watch you grow. Some of them are your cheerleaders, and some of them are your freaking haters. Let them hate. Let them hold that wall for you. So when you jump in, you don't trip over. It's not something fancy when you're trying to jump over it. You can trip, or if it's head tight. Yeah, you can know the height and how high you have to jump. So I know what I need to do to make myself a better person, because I expect the more I grow, the more I expect them. I have this vision of going to Africa. What do you think it's gonna be a huge resistance.
Of course, man. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. It's not gonna be easy.
It's gonna be tough. A lot of people don't think I have the money and I have that, and people want to, they want to take from you. It's tough. It's tough for Richard Hart. That's why I pray for him every day. I know it's very tough for him. I don't care what people say. It's tough. Having been screwed by a whole government, it's tough. Anything can go left or right, but we always hope for the best. And I think I know he's gonna come on top, yeah. So it's tough. That's why I say prayers to him every day, because he's our number one, he's our figure. He's the one that, like, you see headhunters, they go for the head. That's strategic things to do things. You go for the head. If they're going after me, nobody cares. If they're going after you, nobody cares. They gotta go to Richard Hart. They are thinking is who is the second in command, who is his collaborators, and they just start supporting all those people too. That's how they do things. You head hunters, you go for the head, you aim at the head, one shot, one kill. And that's what they're trying to do, and that's why I put all my energy, and people hate me for that. Richard Hart. If you were Richard Hart, I would pray for you. But this is the number one person I got to pray for every day. And I sincerely do that. And when I put it out there, God bless Richard Hart. Each and everybody that reads it is sending blessing to that guy. Or somebody told me he don't believe in God. I don't want him to. I don't care. You understand?
I love that.
Yeah, people, I don't care. People, that's God. God can do whatever he wants to do. He don't need no man's permission. He don't need your permission to say, oh, I love Jesus Christ, or I don't love Jesus Christ. People have not read the story of Paul and Saul and Paul, So, yeah, the Bible even said God uses the foolish things of the world to confide the wise.
Yeah. I think he's a spiritual person anyway, and he might not call it God, but I think he believes in something.
He should listen. Yeah, he should be, even though he's not. You understand? He's the way he talks. There's something higher. Trust me. When people say, "I want to make the world a better place," that's what Jesus Christ came to do. You understand? He's doing it for the glory. He's not in there for. He has enough money, dude. I'm thinking okay, if Pulsechain is so successful tomorrow, what am I going to do with all that money? So that's why I think I sent out a tweet that it may be problematic to some people. The success of Pulsechain it could be detrimental to some people if they don't take time. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so we have to prepare ourselves now, and we have to start planning on what we need to do. Fill your head with those hope, fill your head with those positive things, how to use this to better the world. You understand? I'm starting with my family. That's my whole game plan at the beginning was like, hey, let me start with my family, let me make my family better. But now it's beyond my family. Now it's beyond, I'm talking about a country. I'm talking about countries. I'm talking within Africa. You understand? Because Nigeria is a very great country, a very rich country within Africa. So we still have other countries there that probably will need it more than Nigerians.
That's definitely one of my passions, one of my goals. I think one of the things that I want to do is, I mean, Australia is already good enough, but still, it's like on the airplane, right? You got to take care of yourself, and then you help everybody around you. So I feel like there's still things to improve here, and I'm devoting my life to that. And then once we're perfect here, then we can go out and help everyone. It should be like that. But at the moment, the way countries are set up is, okay, this is my boundary, this is my border, everybody get out. We just got to take care of ourselves. But no, man, if everybody just has the mindset of like giving and taking care of each other, instead of just taking care of myself, let's take care of each other. That's the actual way to do it.
Yeah.
So that's that I definitely want to be there, but there's also this part of me that's like, well, I don't really have a right to be there. Like, I think it should be what I would love to do is just somehow provide some kind of support, and then the people there are the ones that are actually they're the ones that are doing it, but then they have the energy that they can actually do it from their own power.
So that's the same way I'm looking at it, but that's the power of decentralization. Everybody has to chip in. You have to need it more than me. You understand? To make a community great, your followers have to love your vision more than you. Have to see more of your vision. You understand? Because Richard had, if he had a bunch, everybody in the ecosystem or anywhere, everybody in Pulsechain right now, and we just like pouring hatred to him, he's gonna be like, you know what? I'm done with these guys. You understand? But he still sees that guy there. He still sees that guy there. That's still people like Marty. I'm like, why would you say something negative to this guy? He's still out there. Since I've been in Pulsechain, he's the one I've organized all the conferences. He's the one I've been, he's just like, I'm looking at this guy like, okay, this is a different kind of person. He's blessed. That's how I see him. Because he's out there pulling out this energy. And people are like, oh, why did he do this? He's coming this, he's coming that. I said, I can't say that. I can't say that. Because there ain't nowhere that I've seen this guy done anything wrong. Or people are like, oh, you want to promote scammers? Like, what the heck are you talking about? So I get that confused that, why are you going to sit down there and just degrade somebody that's doing something good? Yeah, we're not perfect. But look at yourself in the mirror.
Human nature, man. It's just human nature. It's just energy. I mean, going back to Jesus.
Example, I hate calling names, but I had to, because he's somebody that's doing something great for us. A lot of people out there, and I can tell sometimes that they lose that energy. Sometimes if you don't take time, because hatred is contagious. It is, and you see that sometimes. You see their tone change sometimes, and you read their tweets sometimes. You see it change sometimes, like almost like, you know what, F you guys, because they know they're doing the right thing, and people are just trying to bring them down. There's no need for that. If you don't have anything positive to say, just shut up and walk away or something.
It's impossible for people.
It's impossible for me. It's hard. I try.
Well, yeah, I've really enjoyed this chat, actually. I feel really comfortable. I've really enjoyed it. Is there anything else that you want to say before we kind of wrap things up, or anything you want to share?
Not really. I just say thank you for bringing me here. We did a real chat today, the real one.
We did do a real chat.
Yeah. We did a real chat today, and that's how I envision my things that are built to create value for people, to bring people together too. And I thank God for the blockchain technology, open source innovation. I always say is the cure to the human race. And I appreciate everything Richard has been doing. And I continue to say God bless him, and God bless all my followers. God bless you too, Steven. And I appreciate what you're doing. Just keep it up. And I will follow your footsteps, and I'll keep on side by side. We keep on jogging along until we turn our jobs to run. And I appreciate you, and thanks for taking this time out to be with me this evening. And I appreciate you, brother.
No problem at all, man. Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for
Um,
asking me to come on. I appreciate that. And yeah, man, keep building, keep the positivity up. Let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep putting that good energy out there. And it's the good energy is just as contagious as the bad energy, man. So let's just keep doing what we're doing.
I appreciate you, brother. Peace.
All right, man. Take care, Daniel. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night or Sunday if you're in Australia. Take care.